Hi everyone, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs, and I just want to get with everybody and let them know that I will be having my drawing tomorrow for my Valentine's journal. And in order to get that, all you have to do is be a subscriber, and I will have the drawing tomorrow. I'm not sure what time yet. I would say probably sometime in the evening, probably not too late, but it'll probably be right around 6 o'clock Central or so. I'm going to probably do it when I have my flip through of my Valentine's journal that I am still working on, and I have a long way to go, and but I'm hopeful I'll get it done. But anyway, today what I wanted to get with you about is I am putting the belly bands in my Valentine's journal, which I have not even sewn together yet, but I do have a lot of the elements ready and everything. So, but I thought that I could go over belly bands, and I'm sure that there are a lot of people out there that obviously know what they are and can do them, and I don't think I'm bringing forth any new technique or anything, but I'm going to go through the process just so maybe some of the new people that have not junk journaled before can get an idea of what they are and what you use them for. Anyway, in my Valentine's journal, which by the way, this is how it looks now. So this has to be done by tomorrow. So wish me luck, folks. But anyway, I've got a lot of the elements done, so I'm not that concerned about it, but it does have a long way to go. So I'm hoping by tonight I'll have all the signatures sewn in and most of the elements in, and then tomorrow I'm going to decorate the cover. Okay, so this is what I'm doing, and I picked out some papers, and I went ahead and for the signatures and I picked these out because they're kind of neutral, and I really couldn't find anything that I thought matched it really well or went with it. Just seemed like it clashed too much because this is very busy. So I picked these three, and I don't think you can tell, but they have kind of a not really a glossy finish, but a sheen to them, and they're pretty sturdy, pretty thick. I usually on the front of my signature page, I like it to be a sturdier paper, you know, and that's usually the only heavy cardstock that I put in my journals. I used to put in a lot when I first started doing this, and I finally realized you really can't do that if you're going to put other stuff in it. So, and I'm going to make this 3 signatures, and the reason I bring that up is that I usually on my journals put my belly bands, excuse me, on my signature pages, just because of the weight that, you know, it pulls on whatever's in there, and usually sew on it, and I want it to be a little bit sturdier. So that's why I have these out, and that's the reason I haven't sewn my signatures in yet, is I'm doing a lot of sewing on this journal. And so I'm getting all of that done and then putting my journal together, which is different than I did on my tutorial, where we put the journal together, we had the pages, and then we decorated them later. And you can do it both ways. It's just, if you're going to do a lot of sewing, you pretty much have to do it this way. You have to do it where you sew it and then, you know, put it together. Anyway, so today we're going to do some belly bands, and I'm going to try and do a few different kinds, and we're going to put them on here. I won't do the sewing part of it. I'll do the gluing, and then you guys can see what it's like, and then the sewing part, when I do my flip through, you'll see that. So I had my 3 pages that I cut out, and I will put lace probably on the edge of these. A lot of times that's where I'll put my snippets or things like that also. I just like to, like I said, put that heavier elements a lot of times on these pages. So let's see, and the belly bands usually tend to be a little bit heavier, you know, because you're adding things to it. Anyway, I had little offshoots from my, when I cut these out, of little extra pieces of paper. And I decided that what I really want to do on this is I kind of want to do 3 different elements on here, and I'm not really sure what. I thought this looked kind of pretty. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's kind of like a gold, it's not really gold, but it kind of is. It's more like a champagne gold. It's really pretty paper. And I thought maybe I would put this pink in between. And then I wanted to, this is a little cluster that I made, and I didn't film that because I had just done a tutorial on clusters, but you can go back and look at that. And this is just one of the clusters that I made to go on here. And I thought that I would do a belly band going up and down. And I honestly have no idea what I'm going to put in it. But you can do them this way. You can do them that way. It just totally depends. Like, I mean, it would look good either way, I think. I think either way that would look good. You don't have to put something in the center of it. A lot of times I don't, and it really depends on too what I'm going to fill it with. You know, if it clashes with it, if it's something that goes with it. But I decided on these, I kind of wanted to do 3, and I want to do 3 that, you know, kind of make a statement in the beginning. Now this one, I'm thinking about doing it up and down. And I have this really pretty little envelope that I downloaded this from the Graphics Fairy. I haven't put it together yet, but I'll do that. And I'm thinking it's the same color as this band. This is kind of sequined, and it's, you know, I don't think it's too blingy for this journal, because that journal, you know, it's got kind of that kind of vibe to it. So I'm thinking about putting that like that, and then maybe putting this right here, and then that tucks just right in here. So, and of course I could put it this way, right? And then do it like that, and then just have the envelope kind of hanging. But at the same time, let's see, it could tuck underneath here. You could do it to where you leave it open behind there, right? And then it tucks in there. But you also have this. That's cute too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so many decisions. And then you would sew it right here, glue it, and then sew it right here and here. That's kind of cute. Now I do have some shorter pieces that I could just use those and not have to use that one. Let me see. And these are all the offcuts from when I cut out my covers for my signature. You know, see, I just want to make sure there's enough room for that to easily go in and out if we do that. And if we put something in there, you know, I think there would be. And that is kind of pretty. And then that would go like that, right? And then that would go right here. Or maybe not even use that. Maybe just put that in there like that, right? Okay, I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. Move that over here. Oh, my little paper moved. Anyway, well, I hope everybody is getting a little bit of crafting in and enjoying their day. This is early in the morning for me, and I'm going to try and get some work done. I have so much to do on this journal, but yet I have so much to do around my house too, so catch 22 there. Okay, let me see. Why does it look so amazingly crooked? Huh. Maybe it's upside down. Okay, so if I put that there, then I'm going to put this on top of it. Oops, didn't mean to pick that up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And like I said, I will be sewing this also, so I'm not going to worry about getting in there super strong, but oh, you know what? I put too much. I don't need that much glue on there, but oh well. We'll go ahead and I'll take some off in a second. I want to be careful not to put too much on the end or go in too far because I want to be able to have room. Let me get a wipe here. Get some of that glue off that I put extra. Okay. All right, so that is going to go there. I think that's kind of straight. Right, guys? And then let me cut that off. Definitely save that. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right here in the middle. And of course, it doesn't have to be in the middle. That's just, you know, big glob of glue there. And I want to make sure I don't do it too far over. I want enough glue on there to hold it. And then, you know, if you're not going to sew it, you want to make sure you definitely get it in there good. Get that on there kind of straight. All right, I really wanted to cut that just a tiny bit shorter over here because you don't want it interfering with your turning of your pages. I meant to do that before I put that on there. And this is exactly 6 inches, and what I'm doing is I'm giving myself some room on the end right here so that the page can turn and it's not going to interfere with that. So you want to do that. I still have too much glue there. Get that off. Get that off. Okay, so let me get that off of there too. There we go. All right, so I haven't glued this together yet. Let me do that. And I have something to go in there too, but I don't think I've gotten that out yet, so. Anyway, so trying to get my crafting in before my day starts and kind of craziness starts happening and all that. The rain finally stopped here. It was crazy raining yesterday. I mean, crazy downpour all night, all day. They had flash flooding everywhere. So I hope everybody in this area and I guess all over stayed safe because it was quite the downpour. Gonna let that sit for a second. Okay. All right, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, but I'm not going to glue this down. I'm just gonna glue it to this portion right here. And make sure I put enough glue on that, because it is a little heavier element, so. And I don't want my glue to go all the way through, so let me see. I want to put something in there to kind of keep it from going all the way through. Let me see if that'll fit in there. I think that will. I'm just going to put that there while this dries. Oh, I think that's dry. Like I said, I am going to sew this. I do need to open up my other bottle of glue. But I'm trying to use the bottom of what I have in this one. Alright, here we go. I'm going to put a big glob there, because I'm probably not going to sew this portion of it. I'm just going to glue it. And then put that on there. Make sure that's kind of in the middle. And then I'm just going to let that dry for a minute, and then we'll see how that looks. And I will, like I said, I'm going to be sewing down the end portion there. Okay, so that's one belly band that I'm doing. Let me put this other plug in there. So let me think what other one. Oh, okay. So then here's another one. I'm missing another one. Okay. There's one that I wanted to do. That was going to go. Do I want it on that one? I could not remember. Yeah, I think that's what I was going to do. This is the one I think I'm going to put here. And I want to use this bag, and I'm going to make it kind of a double belly band. I'm going to put it up and down like this to where you can put a tag or something, you know, in here. But I'm also going to leave it open to where you can put something behind here and also in here. So it'll have a spot here, and then it'll have, let me show you. You'll be able to put something in there, be able to put something behind the belly band, and then you'll be able to put something behind the bag like that. So there'll be, you can put 3 different things, you know, in there, or actually more, you know, if you want to put more in the bag too. But so the way I'm going to do that is first I'm going to put this up here. I'm going to put it on here first. All right. And I am going to sew the tops of this on. I'm not going to sew the bag, because I think sometimes when you sew those bags it weakens them, so make sure I don't get glue there. You won't be able to fit anything in there. So I'm going to put that try and go kind of in the middle. Even it up there. So that is going to go here and here. And then I'm going to put some glue just here at the top and here. And then that allows me to have a second belly band underneath this. And then again, this was another cluster that I made ahead of time, and I do have a video out there on how to do clusters. And I just put that cluster on top of this glassine bag that I already had, and that's all I did here. So let's do that. And I'm just going to do it. I'm just kind of eyeballing it here. And I'm going to put a good amount of glue on here because I want it to stay, because the only thing going to keep this bag down is this glue. And then probably right about up here. All right. So then I'm going to do that. Make sure I don't have, I could have done that before I put the other piece down. That probably would have been smarter. But you know, we learn as we go, don't we? Okay. There's probably glue behind there. I'm going to have to clean that up. I doubt I got it perfectly right, so I did pretty good. Okay. It's just a tiny bit of glue right there. Get that off. There's none on that side. I'm not seeing any. Oh, just a tiny, tiny bit right there. So I'm just going to kind of hold that up and make sure it's straight. It's kind of hard to see sometimes at this angle. And just kind of hold it down. Again, I think I'm going to put something in there to make sure it doesn't glue down all the way. Let me see if I have something. No, it's going to be too thick. Let me think. What do I have? Just maybe use these pieces of paper. How about that? Make that there. Shouldn't take very long for it to dry, but I don't want it to, you know. There we go. All right, it's just about dry now anyway. So what that's going to do is that's going to give us a double tuck. We're going to have one here and then one behind there, and then of course our spot in our bag. So I think we're good. I don't feel any other glue under there. I think I'm going to put a little bit more glue right up here just to keep that flap down. Just a little bit right there. Not too much. Get that kind of off of there. And then I will sew up here and down there on the bag. So that'll be an extra little bit of, you know, way to secure it in there. Get that extra glue off. Okay, so that's another one that we've done. I think that's dry for sure now. That's going to go. Oops, what happened here? That's not sticking. I may have to sew that. I don't know. Hang on, let me try and put something under here so it doesn't get under that portion. Okay. Yuck. Okay, got the extra glue off of that. Let's see if I can. I can't see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to reposition this and get the extra glue off so it doesn't have too much on there. Okay, so now I think I've got this other one. And on this one, I think I'm going to go straight up and down on that. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one. I made this little booklet with some coffee dyed paper and a little file folder that we made, and I have a video out on that. And I think I want to put that in here. And when I use lace and things to make belly bands, I usually almost always back it with some cardstock, just because I think it makes it a little stiffer and firmer and easier to work with. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way to where this can go underneath here. I just want to make sure it's thick enough to where, or it has enough room where it can easily go in and out. You know, I wonder if I should do something else. So, like maybe like that. And do a band across there. I don't know. Let me look real quick and see what I have. I have some that might work better. That's more of a cotton that isn't so stretchy. Let me see if I can find that. Because that lace is a little stretchy, and if I use it, I'm afraid that it's gonna just maybe stretch out too much. I think what I might do is I may use that, and then this is so thick. I just want to make sure that there's enough give in it for this to go in and out. This could go like that too, right? And put that like that. Or it could go up and down. I think it would work better like this though. Oops, there's a little hair there. And this is not stretchy. I think I'm just going to do this without the paper. So we're going to do that, I think. I think as thick as this is, it'll stay in there. So I'm going to just put this on there and glue it. But I also think what I'm going to do, let me see. Do I want that on there or not? That is kind of cute there, isn't it? Let's see if I put that like that. It's pretty by itself though too, isn't it? Oh my gosh, guys. I think I'm going to do it just like that. And then I'll use that for another one. I'm just going to do this like that. So on this one, I'm not putting this behind there because this is so thick. This is so, it's not going to fall through there. It's going to stay with just the material. But like I said, I will glue this down and then I will sew it also so that it coming in and out, it shouldn't come apart. So, and that's one reason why you wait to put these signatures, put your signatures in your book when you're sewing, is because, obviously you couldn't fit your whole journal in your sewing machine, and it does give it a little extra structure or whatever. Let me cut this. Well, I'm going to glue it on and then cut it. And I'm not putting a ton because I know that I'm going to sew this also. So I just want enough, that it'll hold and give it extra support, but at the same time, okay, so I want that kind of straight over there. And then I'm going to put it straight across the other way. There's like a red piece of red something there. Now it's on my finger. So I'm just going to do that. Hold that down. And then cut that. So that is going to be my belly band there. That's going to hold this. And even though it's kind of loose, that's good because this is so thick. And so that's probably maybe the one time that I would not use this for extra structure, because sometimes if you don't put the cardstock underneath there, this would be so loose for like just a tag, it would just fall through. But because this is so thick, I think this will work just like that. And I'm not going to put an embellishment on there because I think this is kind of its own little embellishment. So I'm going to leave that aside. Okay, now I want to do some stuff on the other side of these items, because here this opens up like this, and this is the front of the signature. So we've got this done, and it's all dry, and we'll sew that on. But I want to put something either here or on the back. And usually I'll put a pocket on the outside and then another belly band on the inside. Like I'll put a pocket right here and I'll decorate that somehow, maybe like that. And then I'll sew that on. But do I want to do that, or do I want to do a belly band? I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, because we did an up and down belly band, I like to mix it up a little. Although these aren't right next to each other, so you're not going to really see them. I think I'm going to make this a belly band, and I'm going to put that there. But what I might do is put this on there with it, just to kind of dress it up a little. Yeah. Or I could just cover it completely, make it smaller, right? Like maybe use that and go like that. And then, yeah, I think I like that better. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Go ahead and measure that out. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller than the 6 inches. Just going to eyeball it right there. I'm going to cut that. Okay, so then this is my stretchier lace, but that's okay because that's where you would want to have your extra structure of your cardstock underneath it, because if you put this on just like that, you know, unless you have a big item, but it probably wouldn't hold anything because it would stretch too much. So that's something you have to think about when you do that. We're almost to the end of this, so I'll be glad to get another bottle out. And I use, like I said, I like using the smaller ones because when it gets to the bottom like this, you're not waiting so long. I do, when it's getting to the bottom, kind of when I'm using it, have it on its side so you don't have to wait as long, but it's still... Okay, so I'm just going to go a little bit over because I'll cut that and then kind of eyeball it, get it straight. So I'm going to get that over here. And then that over here. And you really can't see the cardstock that much through this. But it does, you know, you can see it a little. And the thing is that without that, you're really going to have, I want to make sure I do it. All right, here we go. You're really going to have a hard time with it, you know, holding anything. And most of the time on these belly bands like this, I usually put like a big tag or something in there. That's usually what ends up in there. Now, if you notice, this doesn't go all the way across, and I'm doing that intentionally. I'm gonna put it even to this side, but I want that gap there so that my pages turn easily, so, and it doesn't all get caught up in there. But again, I'm doing this now so that I can sew it also. Okay, so we're going to put that here. I'm going to line it up even with that. And then I'm going to put this right here. I think I cut my lace a tiny bit crooked, but I'm going to move it over a little. It'll be okay. I think I'll split the difference. Okay, so that's another one. And I'm going to put that in the middle. And make sure I don't get it on just the regular part here. Kind of go out a little bit on the sides to hold it. And then this is just another cluster that I had made. And again, you don't have to do that. You could just leave the lace there and not have anything else behind it, and that's fine too. Just make sure there's no other glue getting anywhere. I don't want it to glue on the whole thing shut. I don't see any. Okay, so I think that's yet another one. Okay, so we did that, and then let's see what else we have. All right, this should be dry by now, I would hope. Yep, it is. Okay, I'm going to put on this one a little bit more glue right here because it just seems a little wobbly. And then I'm going to do it before I mess with it anymore. It just needs a little bit more structure, I think. Okay, that's going to go there. And then that's going to go here. All right, let's put you back over here so it dries without it going to the second portion. Yeah, okay. We'll let that dry and we'll work on the other one. Okay, so this is this one that we did. So we've got that side, and again, I will sew that. So on this side, I think what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and do one right here on the inside because I'm probably going to do a pocket on this side. So on this one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I think what I want to do, I've got this sparkly stuff here, this mesh, and I was thinking, what if I kind of double that like that, right? And I'll sew that up here and sew it down there and sew it in the middle, and then put this little cluster on there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Little sparklies are going all over the place. You know, and I'll cut that off too. So, I thought I had a little piece of gold. Yeah, I think I was going to put, excuse me, did I hit that camera? Okay, so maybe put a little bit up there and on the bottom. All right, let's do that. Let's see what's on the other side. Yeah, I think that, let me see. That is going here. Yeah, I think that looks good like that. I'm going to do it like that. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if I should do it on this thinner one, how that would look. Let me see. I'm going to cut it do it in 4. You know, I think I'm going to do it. And where'd that thing go? Where did it go? I lost my piece. Oh, there it is. It's upside down. Hold on. I think I'm going to put that on the thinner one. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so let's try that. And I'm going to put that up here. Put it up here. I kind of want to do it in here where you can't see. Okay, oops. See if I can get this kind of sort of in 4. Like that. Okay. Put that like that. All right. Okay, so that's down pretty good. And I think, before this dries, I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here. A little bit more glue. Didn't mean to really put that much on there. A big glob in the middle. Okay, so that is going to go here. Kind of sort of center it. And then this, I'm going to put a piece, let me see if I get it closer to the top, right here. Cut that. It's sticking to my fingers. Right, put that in. And then I'm going to put this down here. Probably cut these off. Definitely going to have to get some of this off my fingers or I can't do anything. Go like that. All right, there's another one. Let me put it on real quick. Again, I'll sew these. And then this is going to go right here, like that. Put that right here. Got a big old glob of glue right there. Ugh, here we go. Let me get some of that, put it on the other side, so we're not putting all that glue. Where's my top to my glue? That will help. Okay. Make sure we've got it going the right way. Okay. And then again, I'll sew this over here. I could have done that underneath the trim, but that's okay. I think we'll be all right. Okay, so that's going to go there. Gonna let that dry a little bit. Leave it open. And let's see how much we're doing on time. I've got a little bit of time. Okay, so I've got those two done. Let's do this one now. I think that's dry enough. We can work with it. Okay. Let's do this side. And I think, so I did it that way. I think I want to do one like this. I could do it like that. What I was thinking about doing, because I don't have that much red everywhere, and I really want to put a little bit more red. Here, let me wipe off my hands a little bit, or I'm not going to be able to do anything. I was thinking about trying to take this lace that I had and covering one of the little strips with that. Because I don't have, oh, you know what? I do have some red trim though. I wonder if that would work better. Hold on a second, people. I'm talking to myself here. Let's see. I do have red trim. Let me see. Maybe I could do that. That could be cute. Why don't I try that? So you guys talk me into it. There we go. That'll be better. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to just do that. Okay. So I think, yeah, I just wanted to add more red. little pops of red. Do I want it on there? No, it looks better on the Harlequin, right guys? Yeah? Okay, so I'm going to do that. And I think what I'm going to do on this is I am not going to glue the middle part down, so it'll be a double belly band. So we'll have, we can put something here and we can put something underneath. And that's what, I don't think I'm going to put anything else on it. Of course that could change, but right now that's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to do that. And let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's just do that. That works for me. Let me cut this a little bit shorter so we have some room for that. Okay. Oh, sorry. Guess we'll have to use you somewhere else. Okay, let's just do, I think I'll do the, well, we're on our last few drops of this glue, I think. And oh, I did that way too wide. I don't need that much glue on there, do I? Definitely going to have to put some glue or something on the ends so it doesn't fray. And you know, actually, what I think I'm going to do, well, no, I'll wait and see, because I don't know for sure what I'm going to put in there. But what I was going to say is if I put some glue in here, in the middle, then you would have room for a tag here. And you know what? I think I am going to do that, though, because I'll sew it. So I need to make up my mind now, don't I? So the middle, I'm going to cut that so I can kind of gauge where the middle is better. And also when I sew this, it'll keep it from fraying as much, but I'm going to put a little glue on there too. Like I said, you don't have to do the sewing, but you know, it does add to the structure as far as, you know, it being a little bit sturdier, and also I think it tends to look good too, and it gives it some more texture, but you definitely don't have to do it. I've done quite a few journals, even though I have the sewing machine, where I haven't done that much sewing, but partly because my sewing machine was really kind of messed up for a while. It took me forever to figure out how to get it, the tension right, and it's a really old sewing machine. And I bought another one that's fairly new for like $20 on the marketplace, and I haven't even broken into that one yet, because lo and behold, the minute I got another sewing machine, my old one started working. I guess it didn't want to be retired. So anyway, I did that. That really wasn't much in the middle, was it? I'm going to do that a little bit more over here. I don't put very much. Anyway, so that way, I just don't think I put that in the middle. The middle's really kind of here. I did a bad job of gauging where the middle was. Okay, let me try that again. Anyway, I did that because in that way, because this is kind of loose, and then that way we can put some tags in here. So I'll sew it in the middle, and then I'll sew it on the ends, and then we'll have two spots to put tags here, and then you'll have room behind it also. So I'm going to do that, and that is going to go like this, and I'll also sew that. My glue is just coming out in globs now. So that's going to go up here and then down there. And I think that's all I'm going to do for belly bands. So I've got that one. Oop, what happened? Oh no. That's okay. There'll be lace there that covers that. So that's all right. But I've got that one. And that is going to have an envelope that goes like, or I could put it in here, but I'm going to have it hook in like that. So that'll go like that. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, I think I like that because that actually sets the pink off really well. That is cute. And then I've got this one we just did. And on that one, you'll have a belly band. You'll have room here to put like a tag. You'll have room here to put a tag. And then you'll have room behind it to put something, you know, that can go all the way up and down. It doesn't have to, you know, be two spots right there. And then you've got this one, and then you've got your room behind here. And so that'll hold something. Then you've got this one, and this one you're going to have room here and in between where your bag is. And then you'll also have room behind it. So you'll have room for 3 different things there. So that is pretty neat. Okay, and then the last one, what did we do with it? Oh, here we go. It finally dried. So this is loose enough to where we can put our little booklet in. And then the one on the inside obviously is big enough to where we could put a big tag or several tags or whatever. I might put something in the middle there to keep it from sliding down, to put a couple tags. I don't know yet because I'm not sure what I'm going to put in there yet. But anyway, so that is it. I think that's it for our belly bands. And I hope y'all got something out of that and got some value out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.